very good evening from Blackpool Beach. It's a very, very cold Saturday night and it's time to experience Journey to Hell Freak Night for the second time. I think this is its 5th year running as an event. Blackpool Pleasure Beach's Halloween event. We did it last year and we had a good time with friends. It wasn't super scary or anything. I hope the scares have been ramped up. But yeah, we enjoyed our night. I know it's not a really positively received event, but yeah, ready to give it another go. We were going to do it, I think this is the first weekend, like the second day, or the first public day, other than like press and stuff, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's Saturday, and yeah, we were going to do it a bit later on in the event, but we couldn't, so we've done it tonight instead, as a last minute sort of booking. So yeah, sooner the better, I suppose. But yeah, looking forward to it. There is a brand new maze which is replacing the one in Impossible. We've got the map here. Cabinet of Curiosities. The tunnel maze is back. The ghost train's back. I'll miss Carnival this year. New for 2024 in Journey to Hell is Down the Rabbit Hole, which is in the Alice in Wonderland ride. So looking forward to that because it's a family ride and it's like going to be scary apparently. So yeah, and I've actors and all that. So yeah, I don't know. See what happens. Got my map here. I've got two. But yeah, this isn't working with the wind. First, you have to go into the Pleasure Beach store to collect your tickets, which I'll show them later. Like, I can't get them right now. No hands free. That's for the things that you can only do once. And then there is a lineup of rides on there as well, which you can have unlimited rides on, which I can't remember off the top of my head. Valhalla's one of them. I think Big Dipper is, and Derby Racer, and Wallace and Gromit. But yeah, we'll see. But obviously the main reason you come here is to do the scare mazes and stuff. So yeah, let's get inside Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I can see like this entrance sign sort of lit up there. I'm filming it on my phone as well because I think it's better than my camera at night, to be honest. So yeah, the sun will start going down soon. And yeah, let's have a journey to hell. Spectacular theming at security. Well, we're on. They've let us through security at about 10 to, but we're all held around now. I've just spotted my mum and Danielle. So yeah, grand entrance, very secure. You definitely can't get past here. Yeah, it's an opening show.
You don't know me, but I know you. Fast journey to hell. Tonight, I shall guide you through the darkest, most terrifying course. Our journey will take you down the rabbit hole to a sinister wonderland where reality and insanity blur. The question is, your mind should you survive our cabinet of curiosities, your escape might just be impossible. These grotesque creatures are kept hidden from the world, so heed this warning. You descend into darkness, thou vault of shadows, where our spirits don't just haunt the ride, they control it. Your only option is to hold on for dear life. Venture deep below the rides of our twisted tunnels. Down underground has a life of its own. Have your wits about you. You never know who or what could be lurking just out of sight.
What is that?
This is only the beginning. The gates of hell are wide open. Commence your journey.
Alright, there we go. We're in. What is that bright light? Is that Luger up the werewolf? No, it's not. He'll be somewhere though. Right, there we go. Projections. Got the DJ and guitarist on there. We're in. Low key, I think it's a bit easier when you just came straight on park last year. There we go. We'll come and watch them later. But yeah, I said last year, go straight to Ghost Train. So what we're doing this year, go straight to Ghost Train, low capacity ride. It's worth doing first. We've got another low capacity ride as part of the lineup this year, Alice. But yeah, I think Ghost Train's better. You're better off doing Ghost Train first. So yeah, here we go. But yeah, cool opening show. It was a bit crowded, didn't really see much of it. So yeah, I recommend getting there really, really early. I think it's something that would have been better on the stage, instead of on ground level at the entrance. But yeah, can't complain at an opening show. But yeah, like I say, I think it would have been better if it was thingy, but yeah. And that is why I should do Ghost Train first. First attraction done. I think it's called Ghost Train Vault of Shadows, if I remember rightly. This video will include spoilers. So yeah, if you don't want to know like where in the ride the actors are and stuff, yeah, I don't recommend watching the full reviews, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna chuck it out there. The highlight of that for me, there was an actor and I really wasn't expecting it in the monk scene, the new monk scene. Like after the little music bit, that got me. And I always say like I'm numb to scares and stuff. I wasn't expecting that at all. Danielle just nearly slipped. But what do you think?
Tegan, you was amazing.
Yeah,
my daughter number 2, I'm so proud.
I don't know whether I'm going to put that in or not. But yeah, shout out to Tegan, one of our friends in there.
Good shout out to all of them,
you know,
to be fair, that was all great.
Screaming. But yeah, I think so. There's some actors at the start, and then you go through the majority of the ride without actors. And then yeah, it's that monk scene which literally changes everything. That was the best.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That got me, that.
And then obviously Tegan as well. So yeah, the effects before that were working, which weren't working this afternoon when we did it.
The walls weren't for us.
Yeah, the woman banging on the screen and the new effects for this year with the mirror and the guy with the lantern, they worked and they weren't, well, they were a bit off time. But yeah, I just think it needs actors in those areas that don't have it really, because like say after that first few bits, yeah, like it does, it's just a normal ride on the Ghost Train. But yeah, the ones that were in there, fantastic. One of them really got me. Like yeah, highlight of the night so far. Lovely to see Tegan as well. Big up, massive shout out and all that. Probably shouldn't mention names of actors, but yeah, you know. And then there's another one towards the end. Do you know what would make it really good as well? A chainsaw run out. Because what can you do if you're seatbelted in a ghost train? What can you do if someone chases you with your chainsaw? If someone did it here, you can run away. If you're strapped into a ghost train carriage, you can't do anything. So that would be very scary and very fun. Yeah. We're being followed. Do you want to come on with us? Do you want to come on with us? I think we're the first people of the day to come here, to be honest. But yeah, Wallace and Gromit is in Journey to Hell. Yeah, come on with us, you know.
Picture two of anyone.
Sure. But yeah, honestly, a few more actors in some of the areas that don't have actors, and then also a chainsaw sort of in one of the scenes. That bit after the trommel would be amazing. Anyway, let's get our e-ticket. You know, that's how it should be. No e-tickets. Danielle's still struggling to get through. What are you doing? There we go. On to Wallace. Alright.
She's coming up Big Dipper. Oh God.
Yeah. They turned us away with Wallace. Yeah, at least the coasters are lit up. That's nice. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's a little bit pointless. Because Wallace and Gromit, the lighting effects work, all the effects light up, you can see everything, but no audio is allowed on. So I think what it is, obviously Wallace and Gromit and River Caves, and Ghost Train a little bit, it's all sort of above where the tunnels maze goes, and it'd be a bit weird if you just heard Wallace talking whilst going through that maze, so they're not allowed to put any of the sound effects on. This is how it should be, straight in. But yeah, because there's no audio, yeah, I mean, as someone who comes like a lot and has ridden Wallace and Gromit as a dark ride a lot, I obviously know the scenes. It was interesting to experience it in a unique way, but yeah, in the grand scheme of things, like, there's not really much point, and there's no actors in there as well. If you're not going to put the audio on, surely you could put the actors in there, because yeah, it's literally a silent ride. But yeah, it's something to do, something to the availability. There's roaming actors everywhere. Shame the roaming actors aren't inside Wallace and Gromit. But yeah, Big Dipper is on Journey to Hell. So yeah, night rides on Dipper. It's been raining today as well, so should be running well. Oh yeah, that we're flying.
I'm not cold.
No, well, we've put the layers on. We've done the right thing.
Big Dipper was
I'm warmer now than I was this afternoon. Now I've added a layer, but yeah, Big Dipper flying. Well yeah, it's time for the scariest ride in terms of how you're going to end up, what state you're going to be in when you come off it.
You've got like 10 hoods.
Infusion. I do. I have the hoods to protect my head. But yeah, and it's the fullest in terms of water levels it has been all year because it's been chucking it down today. But yeah, just doing the normal rides on offer at the moment. Then we'll do the mazes, and of course Alice down the rabbit hole in Wonderland. I don't think I've heard this variation of the Icon soundtrack before. It's similar to the Icon soundtrack, but you can tell it's sort of like remodeled for Halloween. But yeah, Dark Icon. I don't think this was originally meant to be on for Journey to Hell, but I think it's in place of Grand National because that's closed at the moment. So yeah, unfortunately no smooth running roller coaster time. Absolutely cannot complain at a night ride on Icon. Train lights, and yeah, the entrance wasn't really well like signed. Like, it was really confusing because I think they're using the Enzo / Speedy Pass queue for the entrance and exit. Like, instead of going down there, they're letting us off this side up there where the Enzo queue is. I still don't actually know which way the actual entrance is.
I think it's the Enzo or the Enzo.
Yeah, it's either Enzo or Speedy Pass.
I think it's a Speedy Pass the Enzo.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know. One or the other.
I actually like the soundtrack though, actually.
I know. I heard it before. Don't remember hearing it last year. But yeah, Icon. Well, Icon's absolutely flying. Just had 4 rides on it. Yeah, like I say, the entrance and exit is here in the fast track queue, an Enzo queue. There's no one in the Big Dipper queue. All the rides are quiet. I don't know whether that's because everyone's obviously using all the tickets first. I hope so, then they'll be quiet later. But yeah, would definitely recommend going to the Ghost Train first though, that's a definite. Because yeah, it's a low capacity ride, the queue will be outside of that entrance until the event closes at 10 tonight, so yeah, come here first. Skip Cabinet of Curiosities, do that later, because everyone will do that because it's the first thing you come to. Go straight to Ghost Train is my advice. Seafood shops well themed. They still sell the seafood though in the back if you want some. Back to Journey to Hell stuff then. Ghost Train went down and it looked like Alice was down as well. But Ghost Train like evacuated its queue and stuff. Well, Alice had a full queue line but weren't sending any carriages, so don't know what was going on over there. Obviously Ghost Train being shut isn't going to help with how busy the other attractions are. But yeah, and the atmosphere around FY4 is nowhere near as good as it was last year. Like, we had like entertainment around there, fire breathing people and stuff. And yeah, like the stage, like it's just gone down. I don't know whether it's weather related because it's windy and they've had to put it down. I don't know, but yeah, like I would have thought that entertainment with like the DJ and the guitars and everything else, and like say the fire breathers, yeah, I thought that would have been a thing all night, because yeah, like I don't know, it's just missing that atmosphere. I really like that projection though, but yeah, maybe a projection show in the future. I don't know, the use of projection would be pretty cool. Imagine projection mapping on Valhalla's facade, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? But yeah, the atmosphere around FY4 feels like it's lacking, not gonna lie. Like say last season, music was blasting out from the stage, you can get your foods and drinks and stuff over there, by the way. But yeah, like say, there's not the entertainment here that there was earlier last year. Yeah, we only got like it as we was walking in, but like say we went straight to the Ghost Train. So yeah, it's interesting. There are people over there, so I don't know whether they are trying to like get the stage back up, whether it's weather related, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out through people who do the event later on. But yeah, it does feel like it's lacking a bit, but hello. But yeah, up next is the brand new maze for this year, located in Impossible. Last year it was the Clown Maze, whatever it's called, I forgot. And this year it is the Cabinet of Curiosities. So yeah, they've done the facade up for it. Doesn't look like it's themed to clowns or anything. And yeah, there we go. But yeah, like there's a stage here that isn't being used. Like that stage isn't being used anymore. Not really sure what's going on there, to be honest, but we'll have to wait and see. We've got another 2 hours left, so here's the main character of Blackpool Pleasure Beach Halloween events. Before Journey tells even a thing, Luger the werewolf, on his scooter, was going really fast earlier. Thought he was going to skid because it was raining. But yeah, legend. Luger in the mountains, don't get wet, don't slip. Looks like we're finally getting some entertainment. There we have it. This is what we had last year, but with a DJ and some atmospheric music and stuff. But yeah, the fire stuff will do. Luger up there, spectating.
Oh, the wolf's back.
Don't burn the wolf costume.
Don't burn the wolf.
Yeah, they're fighting.
I like this.
Going on
Louder
them,
audio
going on them
would have been
still.
nice, to be honest. Slightly doing a silent rehearsal.
And the wolf ones.
The makeup's great. Hello.
Hello.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I could be better.
Yeah.
No Italian, no French. No, I'm not really French.
No?
No, I'm from Burnley. You want to hear the accent?
Go
oh,
on.
love, that bloody lovely. Bloody hell. Oh, the moon.
Solid northern accent that. It's 2 now. Wow. Stuff on the stage now. This outro is going to be very mixed, but yeah, Cabinet of Curiosity, you know what, I really enjoyed that. I thought the Vincent character with the puppet was fantastic, really funny with his puppet, and yeah, I really enjoyed that maze, some decent sort of jump scares in there. I do feel like the scares have been slightly ramped up this year, which is very good. Thought it was pretty well themed as well. And yeah, like I say, I enjoyed the acting in there. It obviously starts with Vincent for the first part, then it moves on to the young sisters. Can't remember the names. And then you go through, and then you're at a show. And the show was quite fun. Someone was singing, they liked me, so that's nice. And yeah, overall, I enjoyed that maze probably more than the clown one last year, the impossible, whatever it was called. We then went straight into the tunnel maze, which I enjoyed. There's a lot of there's bits where you walk through, and then there's bits where you'll get stopped, and there's like a bit of acting, bit of show scene, bit of immersion. And it's alright, like say you get to see bits of Pleasure Beach that you only get to see if you do the tunnel maze. However, we're leaving here with a sour taste. If you know, you know. Little inside joke there, but you know, didn't really want to go on Alice in Wonderland anyway. Didn't want to go on down the rabbit hole. The brand new experience for 2024 in Journey to Hell. 3 minutes to 10 is when we got out of 3 minutes past 10, sorry, when we got to Alice after getting out the tunnel. And yeah, unfortunately, weren't let in, because yeah, the event only runs for 3 hours, which is not long enough, when the mazes, the throughputs for the mazes is abysmal. The queue for the Impossible maze, the Cabinet of Curiosities, was about 40 minutes, and it was so slow moving. Yeah, it wasn't really good. I just think the organisation of the whole event has gone downhill last year. I genuinely think I've enjoyed last year overall more as an event. The attractions themselves I think have improved. The ghost trains improved. There was more scares in there. There was actually some smell pods in there which I didn't mention. The Impossible maze has improved, because yeah, the Cabinet of Curiosities, I really enjoyed that theme, and the characters in there, and the acting. Like I say, I found it quite funny, and comedic and stuff like that. I think the tunnel maze was scarier than last year as well, but yeah, to be honest, I was that fussed about watching the clock. I just didn't enjoy that at all, to be honest. I think I enjoyed queuing more because, well, breaking news, River Caves is back. You queue for the tunnel maze in the River Caves queue, and then you go through one of the like maintenance doors, whereas usually you used to go in the hub. The stage in the hub has been themed up for Journey to Hell. I've seen it from the big one last week. The hub wasn't open at all. Haven't seen the hub. But yeah, like I say, you used to queue in the hub to get to the tunnel maze. And yeah, this time they have changed it to the River Caves queue. So yeah, it was nice to go in the River Caves queue and all that. But yeah, like I say, I just didn't really enjoy the maze, to be honest, because I was, you know, a bit clock-watchy over whether we're going to make Alice or not, and unfortunately, we didn't make Alice. Shout out to the roaming actors in the tunnel queue line though, the River Caves queue, especially Tyre, waited a bit with us. You know, character name I'm sure, but you know, shout out to Tyre. If you are watching, you'd know who you are. That was very funny, making fun of some queue jumpers, and like I queue jumped, like I jumped in the queue, like not pushing in, but like jumped, and she made me sit down and face the wall because I was naughty. Patty the Teddy as well, shout out. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, great actor interaction, and yeah, I think he enjoyed that more than the maze, like I say, purely because of the clock watching. I mean, we were clock watching a little bit at this point in the queue line, but the queue was moving up quicker than the Curiosity queue. But yeah, obviously not quick enough. This part is supposed to be competing with Alton Towers, Fort Park, the ones that most people consider like the big names in the theme park industry in the UK. The Halloween event is still miles off it. Scarefest and Fright Nights has the park open all day, and then the mazes are upcharged, and they get popular with that upcharge, and it's fine. You know, pay tenner, fiver, whatever it is to go through the mazes, but in between, go on the rides, and you know, whatever else, and you get longer than 3 hours to do the mazes as well. Like at Fright Nights, the mazes, they open at 3 o'clock and you have until 9 o'clock to do them, so we've just had 3 hours to do everything. And yes, we went and did the rides. We did Icon, we did Wallace and Gromit, which kind of wasted our time doing that, to be honest, because we didn't get any audio. We did Big Dipper and Infusion as well, but that's part of the offering. So if we're not going to have time to do what's on offer, why is it on offer? You know, yes, we did Icon 4 times because no one was there. You know, if you see Icon, walk on, you're going to want to do it a few times, and you'd think you'd have enough time to do it, to do everything else, but unfortunately not. So yeah, like I say, Alice, I'll just ride normal Alice next week, I suppose. It's not even next week I'm going to be back, but it is what it is. Let me know how it is in comments for Alice. But yeah, like I say, the organisation of the event has really gone downhill this year. I mean, the entrance, I love the fact that they added an opening show and stuff, but I don't know, like, you have to go in the shop to get your tickets to actually enter the maze, the attraction, the park. But you can enter the plaza, the entrance plaza to Noah's Ark, past Passage del Terra. You can do Passage as part of this event, by the way. Like last year, we've not done it to sort of save them. We wouldn't have had time anyway, like if that shuts at 10 as well. I thought I'd come and there and give Passage a shout out because they are open all year round. You can do it as part of Journey to Hell for £51, I think it is, to do Journey to Hell with Passage. But yeah, they are open all year round. They're a great set of people who run that scare maze, and like, yeah, I just don't give them enough sort of recognition on the channel, considering it's right outside of Pleasure Beach. So yeah, go and check it out when you visit Pleasure Beach, because it's the scariest attraction in Blackpool. There we go. So yeah, that would have been an even more waste of money. We've just paid £39.50 and we've not even done one of the things that's the single ticket sort of thing. I've still got my ticket in my pocket for down the rabbit hole, and yeah, unfortunately it's just gonna get recycled. But yeah, £39.50, it's still steep for this event, and like I say, it just doesn't feel worth it, especially after 3 hours for 40 quid. It's a lot. Like, most of what we've done today is rides that we could do on a normal park day. We've only done 2 mazes, whereas I swear there was 3 mazes last year. Yeah, there was 3 mazes last year. And yeah, 2 scare me's just isn't enough. It's all well and good saying you've expanded the offering because more rides are on there, you can do unlimited amount of times. If Derby Race from Valhalla was on there, we would have given it a go, but you know, park shut. No one was going on the rides, by the way, and maybe we, you know, that's the mistake we've made, but you know, we thought with it being on the offering, we'd have time to, you know, have a go on each of the rides and then do all of the attractions. But yeah, I don't know, like I say, this park should have an event that's competing with Fright Nights and Scarefest. And unfortunately, it doesn't. To have that, you at least need high throughput mazes. Like I say, we're about 40 minutes the queue for that, for the cabinet maze. You know, and probably the same for River Caves. Not great. I'm also very disappointed on the FY4 entertainment. Like I say, there was a bit as we were coming in on the stage, but then it all seemed to get packed up. And then all of a sudden, as we're about to go in the Cabinet of Curiosities, we get the fires and the, you know, the clown, and there are roaming actors, but you have to be lucky to see the roaming actors. So yeah, it just didn't have the atmosphere at all in FY4 this year, whereas last year it was loud, the guitarist was on. Yeah, FY4 when the DJ's on and when there's something on that stage, whatever it is, it's always pretty like buzzing. And yeah, tonight it just lacked that atmosphere. That mini stage also started to get used eventually as well. Now if there are show times, if they're going to do set show times, why don't they advertise the set show times? Thought Park have the Lamity show. It's not Lamity anymore. They have Creature Campus. They say the show times are, for example, 3:30, 5:30, 9:30. It's not going to be 9:30, but 8:30, whatever. Same with Lucifer's Lair. 3:30, 5:30. So you know to be in that area to go and see those shows. But yeah, it was just a bit all over the place, to be honest, FY4. And I don't know, it can be better than that, and it was better than that last year, unfortunately. Like say, the opening show, we barely saw any of it because, well, it was a big crowd. The organisation, like say, a lot of people were joining the queue for security, and then like eventually people came round, staff asking, "What, have you got your tickets?" And they're like, "No." "Oh, you have to go in the shop." "Oh, great, well, it's said on the website to go to Noah's Ark." You know, it's just confusing people. And this isn't even my thoughts, this is just overhearing other people. So as for Alice, you could have said that, you could have said, "Oh, you should have done it earlier." Well, it wasn't open earlier. We went to the toilets before doing the Cabinet of Curiosities. No, it was after the Ghost Train actually, and it wasn't open. Alice, like, they had a full queue line and they weren't sending any cars. And I overheard someone say in the River Caves queue for the tunnels, we went to queue for Alice twice and it broke down. There was a point where both Ghost Train and Alice was down, but Alice had its full queue line, so that's probably why we ended up queuing 40 minutes for Cabinet of Curiosities. So maybe we've had a bit of bad luck in this event. You know, that isn't going to get the 49.50 back, is it? So it's just one of them things. I think I'm going to have to finish this off park because there's no one else here. I don't want to get to the point where I'm being asked to leave because I'm the last person on. So yeah, I forgot where I left off in there, to be honest, but yeah, I'm disappointed with the efficiency and the organisation of the event. Like I say, the attractions themselves have improved, but that's no good when you're waiting 45 minutes and you miss one because of that. So yeah, let me know how Alice Down the Rabbit Hole is. You know, like I say, family friendly ride, don't have missed much. But yeah, you know, the curiosity sort of, you know, makes me think, oh, I wonder what it's like. So, you know, maybe Down the Rabbit Hole will return next year and I'll do it. But yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I just enjoyed last year more as an event, and I don't know why that is. Like I say, it's just an organisational thing. That's what I was talking about actually. Yeah, someone said that Alice broke down twice. I never saw Alice running apart from the end then where we narrowly missed him. They were getting rid of the final few people. There were a few other people that were trying to join the queue as well at about 3 minutes past and couldn't, but yeah, I know it shuts at 10, but like I say, I mean, they're probably like us, they probably haven't had the time to do all of the attractions because of the key for Cabinet of Curiosities and the keys for the tunnels and stuff. So yeah, I think there's a few people left disappointed today. And yeah, I don't know, I was hoping the event would just keep stepping up. I love this park, as you all know. I'm really positive when it comes to this park. Get a bit of stick for it sometimes, but I genuinely enjoy the place. But I'm a little bit let down tonight by Journey to Hell, but I will be giving it a try next year. Not this year, but yeah, next year. I don't know what else to say. Like say, the attractions have stepped up. Every single actor we've encountered, by the way, have smashed it. Like, I've not even said anything on this, but the acting quality was phenomenal. Everyone, you know, just the interactions, the actual theatrical sort of parts of the mazes, and of course the roaming actors as well. They were brilliant. So yeah, and of course big up to the best jump scare I had tonight in the ghost train. Spoilers, skip, in the monk scene, where I really did not expect it. I don't think there was anyone there last year. So yeah, I just wasn't expecting it at all. So yeah, enjoyed that. The event as a whole has let me down a little bit, but I did enjoy the attractions. And yeah, that's the honest sort of review, I guess. So apologies, it's been a bit negative at the ending. I know it started off positively. I suppose that's all there is to say for now. So yeah, shout out to all the actors in there, doing a great job. Like, full credit to them, I must say. Apart from the Alice ones, because we didn't see you, but you know what I mean, like, I'm sure you're doing great. But yeah, I think that's all there is to say. I'm repeating myself, I'm rambling. I don't know whether I've said everything I want to say, but yeah. From Journey to Hell Freak Nights at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. If you want to see us have a fun time at this event, go check out last year's vlog on the screen right now. And I'll see you next time, whenever that'll be, from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Resort Lancashire. See you later.